Contrary to popular misconception, it is possible to extend the life of your water heater by 2 to 3 times. All you have to do is check and replace your anode rod. However, since most people forget to do this, here at Performance Metals, we developed a patented intelligent anode that will notify you when it's time to check the rod. To make it easier, we put together this little demonstration video to show how quickly it can be done. The Intelligent Anode Retrofit Kit is designed to be installed in place of the existing anode in your water heater or water tank. The tank must be installed according to manufacturer's recommendations and be in good working condition. It is important that you do not attempt to repair or replace any anode while the equipment is in use. Any attempt to do so could result in property damage, personal injury, or even death. Remember to never work on a water heater that is in use. The intelligent anode will only work with a tank with hex head anodes that are easily accessible. Start by shutting off the power supply to the water heater or water tank, following the manufacturer's recommendations. Then, shut off the cold water to the water heater by closing the supply valve. Ensure the cold water supply is stopped to the water heater. This may require closing the main water valve. Open a hot water faucet somewhere in the building to relieve pressure. This will make draining the tank easier. Then drain 1 to 2 gallons of water out the drain valve to a floor drainer container. The drain valve is usually located at the bottom of the water heater or water tank. After draining, close the drain valve, making sure it is closed completely. Next, locate the anode. The anode should be at the back of the tank. However, it may be hidden under a plastic cap. Carefully pry up the cap to get to the anode. On most tanks, the anode location will be labeled. It may be necessary to remove a small amount of foam to properly access the anode. This can be done with a flat-bladed screwdriver. Carefully remove some of the foam until you can see the hex head. Now, to remove the existing anode, most anodes require a 1 1/16 inch wrench. To aid in removal, use a ratchet wrench with the 1 1/16 inch deep socket. Sometimes, loosening the anode requires a little more force. Making sure the water heater does not move, use a length of pipe to help loosen the anode. The extra leverage will help considerably. Carefully pulling the anode out of the tank, it may be necessary to use a screwdriver to help grip the anode. If the anode is worn away, take care to ensure it does not break off and remain in the tank. Be careful of overhead wires and pipes when removing or installing an anode. Wrap the threaded portion of the intelligent anode's cap with thread seal or PTFE tape in the opposite direction of tightening or counterclockwise. Taping in this direction will ensure a good seal on the threads and will make future anode removal easier. Make sure that enough clearance is available above the water heater to slide the anode in place. Otherwise, the tank will need to be emptied, disconnected, and tilted to slide in the replacement. An alternative to consider is our segmented anode. The segmented anode can be bent and will allow anode replacement in locations with less headroom. The segmented anode is recommended only when there is at least 20 inches of headroom. For more information, please contact us directly. Insert the intelligent anode into the tank. If you have a segmented anode, be careful about bending it. This anode can only be bent and straightened 2 or 3 times before it snaps. Turn the intelligent anode in the clockwise direction by hand until finger tight. Take care to ensure the anode is not cross-threaded. Using your socket, tighten the anode securely in the clockwise direction. After installed, check for leaks around the intelligent anode. Next, mount the monitoring box on the water heater or water tank. Avoid locating the monitoring box in locations that will be exposed to water. Then, connect the green wire to electrical ground. A good location for the ground is behind one of the screws holding the headpan to the water heater. Using the appropriate driver, loosen one of the screws on the pan and slide the grounding lug behind it. Tighten the screw to hold the lug in place. Connect the gray wire from the monitoring box to the top of the anode. Ensure it is firmly connected. After plugging the power supply into a standard 120 volt outlet, connect the power wire to the monitoring box. If AC power is not available, we do offer a battery-operated monitoring box. Turn on the cold water supply and check for leaks. If there are no leaks, reconnect the power supply to the water heater and follow the manufacturer's instructions for bringing the tank online. Performance Metals is dedicated to helping prevent corrosion and the environmental impact of throwing away old water heaters. Please visit our website for more information. Thank you for your time.